What's up, YouTube, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 2025. For those of you who stuck with me for the entirety of 2024, all love to you. All love to the ones who left too. As you know, it's no bad blood. Sometimes you just got to respect everybody's cup of tea isn't the same. So I am grateful for the people who stuck around. I'm grateful for the growth of my channel, and I'm grateful for the love and support for real. 2025 is here, so we got a lot to do this year, a lot of traveling. The vlogs are going to continue to get better. Traveling this year, food, extracurricular activity, hobbies, more family, more friends, everything. I feel like my first year was more of me getting acclimated to YouTube, to posting in general. I stepped completely out of my comfort zone after spending 3 years off of social media. And then I come back and I'm doing the most extreme, like putting myself out there, making videos and everything. So for me, 2024 was me getting my foot in and stepping out of my comfort zone, learning how to work a camera, learning how to edit, learning how to color grade, learning how to color grade less because I was wilding. When I first learned how to, not how to, when I first tapped into color grading, I was oversaturating everything, over contrasting everything. I didn't really know how to use lighting, and then I found out that one, lighting is the most important thing you can have when when shooting. You need to master light and then go from there, from ISO to aperture to exposure to whether you're shooting in log, whether you're log 2, log 3. It's a bunch of things that go into it, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning about the basics, but it's a learning process. I've been doing this for, I think next month will be a year, and I've come a long way. I think I've found my color grade style. This whole year I just spent like trying new things, but nothing really stuck out to me until I started looking at how to film in S logs and changing the profiles on the camera. I think it's Cine 2, CINE2, Cine 2. I don't know if that's the correct thing, but that's what I shoot in now. I'm still getting my foot in, but this is how I like my vlogs, like that old Kodak retro kind of feel to it. So that's what I'm aiming for this year. But that's the vlogs are gonna turn up. Definitely gonna be doing a lot more now that I understand. Is my mic? I'm recording. Now that I understand a lot more than I did when I first started out. And my progression is just gonna keep getting better. Keep getting better. But 2025, that's the goals for my channel, to not necessarily expand, because these are the same things that I was doing. I was just doing them low key, like I said, trying to get my foot in. But now that I have my foot in, I'm gonna take off and do a lot more with the vlogs, whether it's motivational, whether it's home decor, whether it's inspiration, fashion, traveling, hiking. Got a trip to Japan this year, so that's gonna turn up. I'm gonna be snowboard. I was supposed to go snowboarding like 3 times now. No, four. It was like 4 times now, and there's no snow. There was no snow in Arizona when I went, and there was no snow in the mountains. That is, you guys. There was no snow in Arizona, and there's barely any snow in Vegas. So hopefully mid-January I can start my snowboarding escapades. But yeah, snowboarding and everything. But this year is gonna be pretty dope for the channel and for you guys, for myself as well. I'm just documenting my life how I see fit and sharing stories on how I got to where I am, or what motivates me, what inspires me, and share my stuff in hopes that it inspires people like y'all. I've said it many times in other videos. If I can just touch one person with my videos, then I'm doing something to push the world in a positive manner. I'm definitely in my, you know, peeking into my 30s bag, but I'm still having fun. That's the thing about life. You always have to have fun, which is a great segue to documenting everything. Why you should document everything. Not even why. I just feel Hold on. Hold on. Let me switch it up. My bad, y'all had to change the scenery. That was a good segue into why I think documenting not necessarily everything, but as much as you can is important. Why doing that is important. So for those of you who are new to the channel and or don't know, I took 3 years off social media, just took a hiatus, a sabbatical, whatever you want to call it, because I felt like I was falling into certain habits that I don't think was the best for me. And it began to weigh on me mentally. I noticed that I was changing in a negative manner, scrolling IG feeds on Twitter. Yeah, it got to a point where I was like, yeah, I think I need to detox. So I detoxed for 3 years. I've explained that story, so I'm not going to talk on that. Why I bring up this story is because during that 3 years, it was one transformational. It was life changing for my mental, for my physical, for my relationships, my friendships, and everything. And there's one thing that I do regret about it. And I necessarily wouldn't call it a regret, but there's one thing I do wish that I incorporated was finding balance between living in the moment and capturing the moment. There are times today, don't get me wrong, like being in Europe, traveling with the homies, everything, living in the moment was one of actually probably the best thing that I could have done at the time. But looking back in hindsight, I wish I would have captured a lot of those moments, because when me and my friends do talk about it nowadays, it's just like we can talk about it, but I don't have anything tangible to look back on and be like, oh, dang, yeah, those times really were fun, or, see something that happened exactly how it did instead of because as time goes on, the mind kind of changes and alters the story. I do wish at times that I had those memories captured where I can go back and it can, re-spark those emotions of what actually was going on at the time. So that's something I wish I would have done, found balance in having fun, enjoying the moment, as well as capturing the moment. That's gonna be my thing, finding balance. I'm gonna enjoy myself and enjoy my company, enjoy the environment, and live in the moment. But I'm also gonna take time to capture certain events, certain situations that should be captured for later on in life. When I do film, I want it to be meaningful. I want it to be dope. I want it to be artistic, and I want it to be authentic. The Zoom, oh fuck, damn. For the most part, what I'm trying to say is next month's a year. So being a year into making the content that I've been making, I want to be able to film something, get it out there, and then be able to look back on it. Because even now, I look back on my old videos, and not all the time, but some of the times I look back and I'm like, damn, I came a long way. So I look back and I see my progress. I look back and see how much I've grown as a person. I look back and I can see the times I spent with my daughter and my nephew. It's a beautiful thing to see how much you grow, how far you've come in life, and even the people around you, how far those people have come, how far those people have grown. So I think that's another thing when it comes to capturing moments, the hindsight thing. I've grown to believe that is very important. It's very important to capture memories. And I was always that person, like, stop taking pictures, or you don't need that video. You're not gonna look at it anyway. Just enjoy the moment. True, but also not true, because I look at videos now. I look at photos now of the past, and I'm just happy that was a B, and I'm happy that I have the option to do so rather than not taking videos or photos and not having that option at all. So I don't know. It's definitely important, and I've grown to appreciate the aspect of capturing the moment, but at the same time enjoying the moment. Life is all about balance. The art of balance. Once you master that, you master a lot in life. Then the last thing for me is the part of living authentically. I'm the same person I am on camera. If you met me, what I'm trying to say, if you met me at this park right here, and me and you started talking, we had a conversation, we conversed, you would understand and realize that I am the same exact person that I am on camera. This isn't a character that I created. This is me. This is me, and it's always been me. No matter if I'm around family, friends, strangers, you get this is what you get. You get what you see, and I guess that goes a part of the growth thing. It shows that I always will be an authentic person, and that's all I know. And if I can inspire or show people that authenticity is how you should be all the time, then that's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. But living authentically and being able to look back and be like, I've always been like this and I should not change, being authentic, being real, being me, essentially, being me. Balance and document everything that you can. And then being authentic, being yourself, and enjoying life as much as you can. Those are the things that I think is important about documenting your life. And who knows, maybe one day you'll look back and be like, damn, I'm so happy I documented this because I get to relive this experience. I get to relive hanging out with these friends or family members that aren't here anymore, or friends that have moved away, things like that. It's very simple yet complex at the same time, but we have the option to capture these moments, unlike the people that lived in 1362, where cameras and videos and pictures just didn't exist. But nah, take advantage of it. We take it for granted. I take it for granted. Everybody that lives on this earth right now takes it for granted because this is all we know. This is what we know. And when you think about it, technology, like phones, like smartphones, are fairly new to the world. So we're still getting used to it, but we take it for granted. So don't take technology for granted. Use it as a resource. Capture moments that'll last forever, because something has to, right? Something has to.